going on, Jerome's? One of the more intriguing but under the radar storylines of this offseason is the rise of Theo Jackson. Now, Jackson, former Rocky Top Tennessee, former Vol, former Tennessee Titune, brought into the Vikings fold in 2022 and has been a key special teamer as well as decent whenever he's been on the field in a defensive role. Very good at training camp, just seemingly always making a play, whether it's number 25 or number 26. He was out there doing work. And the Vikings made a leap of faith this offseason, extending Theo to a 2-year, $12 million deal and change. And likely, well, not likely. Yes, he is going to replace Cameron Beasley, Bynum 1-for-1. Now, it's a bit of a tough spot for Theo Jackson because Beasley was, clearly a fan favorite. All the turnover sellies and as well as just his lust for life, as well as play on the field. Played at a Pro Bowl adjacent level last season, having a career year and a contract year. It's always kind of nice, but he got paid $15 million per year with the Colts, rooting for Beasley, but except for when we play the Colts. Except we won't play the Colts except for in the Super Bowl, which likely ain't going to happen. But Theo Jackson, coming on in and filling his shoes, and he's got the backing of Brian Flores. He's got the backing of Durante Jones. I think very highly of Theo Jackson, and of course they would know. They see him in the building every single day, every single way, and he's ready. He's ready to take over for Cameron Bynum. Long story longer, Pro Football Focus, frenemies of the Vikings, did up a 2025 NFL All-Breakout team predicting football's new top players at every position. Ooh, spicy. I like it. And for safety, they picked Theo Jackson, who's for real. This is what they wrote. The Vikings concentrated the majority of their 2025 draft capital in their offensive and defensive lines, but safety is a position worth keeping an eye on this season. Jackson is poised to help ease those concerns. On only 79 defensive snaps last year, Jackson shined with a 79.2 overall PFF grade and a stringent 77.1 PFF coverage grade. In his 3 years with the Vikings, the former 6th-round pick has only played 222 total defensive snaps, but has finished above a 69.0 PFF coverage grade in every season. Nice. Also, you're talking about the Viking safety room where a lot of people had the Vikings projected to take like a Nick Emenware from South Carolina, Jahdae Barron from Texas, and you're thinking, okay, Vikings are going to get into the corner slash slot corner slash safety business, but they didn't. So I think it speaks volumes about how they feel about how free agency panned out. Bringing in a guy like Isaiah Rodgers, re-signing Murph, extending Theo Jackson, and I think that again for the 17,000th time. I feel like they feel confident in that defensive back room, or they could just see what they have in training camp and add as needed, right? But I think the level of play in conjunction with that new defensive line pass rush, it's going to be spicy. Finishing up, with Cameron Bynum no longer in Minnesota, the Vikings didn't sign or draft someone to directly replace him. I just said that. That leaves Jackson next man. So they don't even point out that they extended Jackson to a pretty decent little extension, 2 years, $12 million. That leaves Jackson the next man up alongside Harrison Smith and Josh Metellus to play an important role in Brian Flores' unique defense. After all, 3 Viking safeties exceeded 1,000 snaps last season, as well as the year before, or close to it, which means Jackson very well may be a significant contributor for Flores. He will be. He will be. And it's going to be interesting to see. Well, I'm not ready to say that it'll be a full 3 starting safety defense like it's been the last couple of years, because also Flores is going to try and shoehorn in Diamond Dallas Turner as a 3rd starter at off-ball linebacker as well. So having Turner mix in an off-ball as well as on the edge, as well as playing 3 safeties, or going with 3 cornerbacks as well. So I think that there will be a little bit more juggling in terms of snap count, but Theo Jackson minimum is going to be considered a starter. He's probably going to get at least 700, 800 plus snaps, and I think that he's revved up, ready to go. So it's actually kind of nice. It's kind of nice to see the national media jabroni haircuts just recognize just a smidge. But of course, Vikings will never get that respect. We'll just settle everything on the field. And when Theo Jackson is out there balling out, putting up an 80-plus PFF grade, getting 5 interceptions, and just wrecking fools out there, it's going to be good to see. But your thoughts are thoughts. Theo Jackson makes PFF's all-breakout team for 2025. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best thing to do. Skol, production value.